Well, good morning, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide. We are on April 3rd, 2020. Welcome to another surviving day on this planet. Welcome to the Daily Dew. Checking out space weather, extreme weather from around the world, and disaster alerts. Looking here at 304 angstroms, our sun. We have one sunspot and a small equatorial coronal hole. Not much to talk about here when we're looking at 304. 211 here. Able to really see the loops in this sunspot. Still expecting a small increase in solar wind speeds. Still very quiet sun. Only one sunspot to report. And here you're able to see the coronal hole that is departing and diminished. And then a small one you can see creating again equatorial region. Solar cycle 25. Very quiet so far. Looking here at the solar wind speed, you can see it was steady between 4 and 450, jumped up to about 500 kilometers per second. Have a look here at our magnetosphere. So for those who don't know, our sun is in the middle there with the black and white circle. And that is the solar wind and magnetosphere that is projected around our planet from the sun. So that is our regular wind speeds. Watch for tomorrow to see the changes after that coronal hole wind speed comes tonight. Looking here at earthquakes last 24 hours, you can still see earthquake swarm in Idaho, Cascade, Idaho. So please stay aware and prepared, friends and family, along the Cascades. We could be on the verge of a pretty sizable earthquake again, as this is still building up. Swarm going on in the Dominican. Moving into South America. 4.8 there at Chile and 4.2. And as well as 3.6 in Argentina. 4.7 here in Panama. Over to Europe. 4.2 in Italy. 4.2 in Greece. And moving eastward, 4.7 into Turkey. And 4.2 Afghanistan. So this is actually pretty quiet last 24 hours. Still expecting the coronal hole wind stream. Watch for an uptick in seismicity throughout Japan, into Russia, and Cascades. Looking here over the Tonga region, 4.5. We'll switch this over to have a look at what's happening in New Zealand recently. A lot of 2s and 3s. I want to thank everybody for watching today, and as well, thank you for joining Morning Dew. There are a lot of new family members. Welcome to the family. Get in the comment section, say hi, tell me where you're from. Looking here the last 7 days for earthquakes, you can see a lot of deep movement. South America, and as well West Ring of Fire into the Tonga region, and as well Indian Plate. Still so much shallow movement here. We have to stay aware. Cascades down into San Andreas. Looking here, Pacific Disaster Center. We do have 2 tropical storms that are churning on our planet. Tropical Cyclone Harold, and as well Tropical Cyclone Irondro, who is in the Indian Ocean. So that's the Southwest Pacific, and we'll be heading east-southeast. And then overlooking Tropical Cyclone Irondro, who is still on an unpredictable path. We'll have to see what it does here in the coming days. Those are the only two tropical storms on the planet right now, but we're still dealing with a lot of storms throughout Pakistan and in Iran, Afghanistan. Let's have a look here at the latest volcanoes being updated. Reventador, as well as Sabancaya in Peru, and Popocatépetl, and as well Dakono in Indonesia. Again, here we are looking at the low pressure system that's still affecting northern Pakistan and Afghanistan and Iran. They've been dealing with these flooding conditions for the past month. Thoughts and prayers to everybody being affected there. As well, watching across Spain as this low pressure system affects you guys over the next few days, developing right over top of you. Large low pressure system. Watch for heavy rains and possible extreme thunderstorm conditions. There's a lot of warm air moving up from Africa. Strong convergence line across Algeria. And as well, looking at some heavy rains moving into Cameroon, Central Africa, Congo region. Looking at the tropical storm coverage. Starting out here, this is Tropical Cyclone Irondro, who is a Category 1 and most likely will sustain for a couple days, moving southward into cooler waters. Same with Tropical Cyclone Harold, Category 1, most likely will intensify to a Category 3 storm before it hits cooler waters moving east-southeast. A lot of moisture wrapped up in these storms. Let's get to the 5-day forecast, brought to you by Meteor Mike, overlooking home base, Calgary, Alberta. Cooler temperatures for the week, but we do have a low moving in to Washington State. It's going to bring in some Pacific moisture, warming things up a little bit, maybe bringing in some somewhat seasonal temperatures. But that cold weather is going to be sweeping all the way down to Texas. So stay aware, prepared Gulf states. We could have a low developing in the next few days as we have really cool temperatures moving southward and some really warm central air through the Gulf moving through. Could see some magic happening. Across Ontario and Quebec, cooler temperatures throughout the week. Winter storm affecting Quebec and as well Newfoundland. Overlooking Europe, cool temperatures moving in central and eastern. A low affecting the United Kingdom over the next few days, going to bring some moisture. And as well over Russia, watching this huge low pressure system form. It's going to bring quite a winter storm to northern Russia. Japan, we do have a low developing North Japan into Kamchatka. Pretty intense low pressure system here in the Pacific building as well, northwest of Hawaii. Now this thing's going to hang around for the 5-day forecast and then most likely head into Alaska and BC coastline. Strong high pressure ridge in front of it. Central America, watch for heavier rains throughout Panama, Paraguay, and as well coastal regions of Brazil, as all of this moisture just kind of gets funneled from Africa straight across to South America. And then we still have these intense low pressure systems in the southern hemisphere right now, And if that's a sign of things to come, we're going to be on the verge of one of the most craziest Atlantic hurricane seasons we've seen yet. Watch for all of these to move northward as we go into our summertime. We're going to have some intense storms, believe me. So stay aware and prepared, my friends. I appreciate you all watching today. There's going to be some cooler temperatures moving into South Africa and heavier rains throughout Central, moving west into Nigeria. Leave you looking at the Northern Hemisphere versus the Southern Hemisphere. Much love to you all. God bless humanity. And again, stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your morning dew. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.